Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Silver Wellness community. It's so wonderful to have you with us today. For so many men watching this, there's a quiet thought that might cross your mind in the mirror each morning. You might feel a sense of disconnection from the man you remember, the one with boundless energy and an easy strength. Most believed this is simply the unavoidable tax of time, the natural slowing down that comes with every passing year. But what if I told you that for the vast majority of men, age isn't the primary reason you feel this way? What if the real issue is that your body has quietly, gradually lost its most vital instruction manual, the nighttime repair code? It's a biological blueprint that's supposed to run every single night while you sleep, rebuilding, refueling, and restoring you from the inside out. You can take all the popular supplements in the world, like magnesium, but if you're missing two very specific, often overlooked vitamin cofactors before you go to bed, your body simply cannot read that blueprint. It's like having all the best building materials for a house, but no foreman to direct the crew. And that, my friends, is why millions of men over 60, 70, and beyond share the exact same frustrating experience: a persistent fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, a softness in muscle tone where firmness used to be, and a feeling of being a step behind the life you want to live. Tonight, we're going to change that narrative. I want to share with you something profoundly different. We're going to explore a small, simple nightly habit that has the power to completely reset your body's internal clock. We're talking about rejuvenating your energy at a cellular level, reopening the pathways for healthy blood flow, and restoring that quiet, steady confidence that makes you feel like yourself again, even in the most intimate moments. This isn't about medication. It isn't about harsh stimulants or complicated routines. It's about understanding nature's profound intelligence and giving your body exactly what it needs at the precise time it needs it to do its job. It takes less than 60 seconds to implement, but its effects can resonate through every hour of your day. My name is Dr. Amelia Hayes, and for more than 2 decades as a urologist, I've had the privilege of helping thousands of men navigate the unique health challenges that arise after 50. My core philosophy is simple: your body is not broken. It is not a machine wearing out. It's an incredibly resilient, intelligent system that is simply missing the right signals. It's like a radio that's tuned to the wrong frequency. The music is still playing, you just can't hear it. But when you send those correct signals at the correct time of day, everything can begin to change, often with surprising speed. Your blood vessels can regain their youthful flexibility. Your cells can start humming with renewed energy. Your hormones can find their natural, balanced rhythm again, and your nights can transform from a time of restless tossing and turning into a period of powerful, deep-seated restoration. In this video, we are going to dive deep into the 2 crucial vitamins that act as the master keys to unlock your body's innate repair mode. These aren't just about helping you fall asleep a little faster. They are about systematically rebuilding what the passage of time and modern life have tried to erode: your circulation, your strength, your clarity, and your fundamental drive. So before you consider adding another supplement to your morning routine, I invite you to stay with me. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear, actionable plan to restore your body's natural healing rhythm starting this very evening. Let's begin this journey back to vitality together. Let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from today. I love seeing how far our community reaches. After the age of 50, and certainly into our 60s and 70s, every man begins to notice the shift. It's not a sudden event, but a gradual fading. You don't bounce back from a day of yard work or a long drive the way you once did. The mornings feel heavier, requiring an extra cup of coffee just to get the engine started. Your muscles, which once felt dense and responsive, might seem to have lost their immediate power. And your energy, that vital force that propelled you through your day, seems to diminish long before the sun goes down. But here is the profound truth that most men are never told by their doctors: your body isn't necessarily aging too quickly. In many cases, it is simply being starved of the precise nutrients it requires to execute its nighttime repair protocol, a protocol that is exquisitely sensitive to timing. In this video, we are going to dive deep into the two crucial vitamins that act as the master keys to unlock your body's innate repair mode. These aren't just about helping you fall asleep a little faster. They are about systematically rebuilding what the passage of time and modern life have tried to erode: your circulation, your strength, your clarity, and your fundamental drive. So, before you consider adding another supplement to your morning routine, I invite you to stay with me. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear, actionable plan to restore your body's natural healing rhythm starting this very evening. Let's begin this journey back to vitality together. Let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from today. I love seeing how far our community reaches. After the age of 50, and certainly into our 60s and 70s, every man begins to notice the shift. It's not a sudden event, but a gradual fading. You don't bounce back from a day of yard work or a long drive the way you once did. The mornings feel heavier, requiring an extra cup of coffee just to get the engine started. Your muscles, which once felt dense and responsive, might seem to have lost their immediate power. And your energy, that vital force that propelled you through your day, seems to diminish long before the sun goes down. But here is the profound truth that most men are never told by their doctors. Your body isn't necessarily aging too quickly. In many cases, it is simply being starved of the precise nutrients it requires to execute its nighttime repair protocol, a protocol that is exquisitely sensitive to timing.
Type agree in the comments if you've ever felt that frustrating morning fatigue, even after a full night's sleep. Let's take a closer look at what's truly happening beneath the surface, inside your body. First and foremost, your circulation begins to change. The vast network of blood vessels, over 60,000 miles of them, starts to lose its youthful elasticity. They become stiffer, less pliable. This means less oxygen and fewer vital nutrients are being delivered to your most critical organs: your brain, your heart, your muscles, and, yes, to the areas responsible for intimate performance. A key player in this process is a remarkable molecule called nitric oxide. It's a natural gas your arteries produce to signal them to relax and expand, creating powerful, open channels for blood flow. After 50, nitric oxide production can drop by as much as half. This is a primary reason why you may feel mentally sluggish, physically tired, or notice a significant decline in your stamina and performance. Have you heard of nitric oxide before today? Let me know with a simple yes or no in the comments. Then we have the intricate dance of your hormones. It's so much more than just testosterone. Your entire endocrine system, which includes growth hormone for tissue repair, melatonin for deep sleep, and cortisol for managing stress, begins to fall out of its beautiful synchronized rhythm. Your body starts to get confused about when it should be in repair mode versus go mode. It's like an orchestra where the conductor has walked off stage. The musicians are still there, but the harmony is lost. This hormonal dysregulation is a major contributor to poor sleep quality, loss of muscle mass, and that feeling of being perpetually drained no matter how much you rest. What's one thing you do to try and get better sleep? Share your tip with our community below. And here is something very few men ever hear about, yet it is absolutely fundamental to your energy levels: your mitochondria. Imagine trillions of microscopic power plants inside every single one of your cells, tirelessly generating the energy currency, called ATP, that powers your entire body. After the age of 50, these mitochondrial power plants become less efficient. They slow down their production, creating less fuel for your heart to beat, your brain to think, and your muscles to contract. When your mitochondria lose their power, you feel it everywhere. You might dismiss it as simple fatigue, but it's a much deeper issue. It is your body's cells sending out a distress signal, asking for the fuel they need to function optimally and not receiving it. Type the word energy in the comments if you'd like to feel more of it in your daily life. Simultaneously, a silent and insidious process called chronic low-grade inflammation begins to build up in the body. It's not the acute inflammation you see with an injury, but a persistent, invisible smoldering that, over years, makes your arteries more rigid, your nerves less responsive, and your muscles much slower to recover from any kind of exertion. This is precisely why so many men describe the same exact feeling to me in my practice. They say, "Doc, I'm not sick, but I'm just not myself. I'm not the same man I was 5 years ago. I sleep for 8 hours, but I wake up feeling like I've run a marathon. I still try to exercise, but my body just doesn't respond with that same satisfying feeling of strength." That feeling of being not sick but not well is one of the most common complaints I hear. Let me know with a 1 in the comments if that description resonates with you. And here's the most frustrating part of this whole story. Most men, with the very best intentions, try to fix this problem in a way that is destined to fail. They'll go to the pharmacy and grab a bottle of a popular supplement, very often magnesium, thinking this one mineral will be the silver bullet that restores everything. But magnesium, as wonderful as it is, cannot single-handedly fix your circulation. It cannot, on its own, rebalance your entire hormonal symphony, and it absolutely cannot reactivate the complex genetic repair pathways that have gone dormant in your cells. The core issue isn't just what you are taking, it is when you are taking it, and, most importantly, what you are taking it with. Your body operates on a deeply ingrained, ancient clockwork of repair and renewal. When you work against that internal rhythm, even the most expensive and powerful supplements are rendered almost useless. But the wonderful, empowering news is that this rhythm can be restored.
If you consistently miss that healing window, you will continue to wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. But if you support that window with D3, K2, and magnesium, you will begin to wake up feeling steady, strong, clear-headed, and more alive than you have felt in years. One of my longtime patients, a gentleman named Robert, once told me, "Doc, it's like someone finally flipped the right switch. I was taking the same supplements, just at a different time, and suddenly I feel 20 years younger." And that is exactly what happens. Because your body doesn't just need nutrients, it needs synchronization. So tonight, when you think about your supplements, remember this simple rule. Don't take them with your breakfast, take them with the stars. That's when your repair code truly comes alive. Type "I'm in" if you're ready to try this tonight. Let's finally pull back the curtain on the 2 vitamins that most men completely overlook, the quiet commanders that control your body's intricate repair code. They aren't exotic or rare. They're not prohibitively expensive. In fact, you have probably walked past them on a store shelf 100 times without a second thought. But here is the profound difference. When you take them together, and you take them at night, they unlock a powerful cascade of repair signals that most men believe are lost forever after the age of 50. I am talking about vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Let's start with D3. Most people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin. They correctly associate it with bone health and perhaps with supporting the immune system. But in truth, for an adult man, vitamin D3 functions as one of the most powerful and underrated hormones in your body. Yes, I said hormone, not just a vitamin. This is because it is directly responsible for activating over 2,000 genes, many of which regulate blood flow, hormonal balance, and cellular repair. Tell me, did you know vitamin D also acts as a hormone? This was new information for me. One of its most potent roles in men's health is its ability to help your body produce nitric oxide, that miraculous gas molecule we talked about that keeps your arteries open, flexible, and able to deliver life-giving blood to every cell and tissue where it's needed most. You know what that means in real-world terms? It means better circulation throughout your entire body, better oxygen delivery to your brain for clearer thinking, and better performance in every sense of the word. But after 50, a few things change. Your body's ability to synthesize D3 from sunlight dramatically decreases. You likely spend more time indoors, and your skin itself becomes less efficient at the conversion process. As a result, your D3 levels can quietly plummet. When that happens, your arteries begin to stiffen, your muscles feel weaker and slower to recover, your baseline energy drops, and your mood can often follow, leading to a feeling of apathy or low motivation. That's the first master key. What's one activity you love that requires good energy? I'd love to hear about it. Now, let's talk about the second vitamin, K2. I often refer to this one as the silent director or the wise traffic cop of your body. If vitamin D3 tells your body what to do, like absorb more calcium, then vitamin K2 tells it where to put it. Vitamin K2 has the critical job of directing calcium to all the right places, primarily into your bones and teeth, making them strong and dense. At the same time, it actively works to keep calcium out of your soft tissues, especially your arteries. Without sufficient K2, the extra calcium that D3 helps you absorb can get deposited in the walls of your blood vessels. This process, called arterial calcification, makes them harder, less flexible, and significantly narrows the very channels that keep you vital and alive. It's a slow, quiet problem that builds up over years, but it's one of the single biggest underlying reasons why older men lose their circulation, their stamina, and start to feel physically stuck and inflexible. Have you ever heard of the difference between vitamin K1 and K2 before? Let me know in the comments. Now, when you combine D3 and K2 together, something truly remarkable happens. They don't just work in parallel, they work synergistically, like a perfect team. D3 boosts calcium absorption and enhances nitric oxide production, while K2 expertly guides that calcium to strengthen your skeleton and simultaneously protects your cardiovascular system from hardening. The result is a powerful 1-2 punch for your health: smoother, more robust blood flow, stronger bones, better cellular energy, and a deep, natural sense of strength returning to your body.
Rigoureux clinical studies have consistently shown that men with healthy, optimized levels de both D3 and K2 have significativement better vascular flexibilité, healthier testosterone levels, and improved sleep quality comparé à men qui sont déficients en 1 ou 2. Et when you add magnesium glycinate à ce nightly duo, you multiply the effect exponentiellement. Magnesium est l'essentiel cofacteur qui aide both vitamines do their jobs properly. So instead de competing, they coopèrent. They créent un parfait health restoring synergy où D3 ouvre la passerelle, K2 keeps it clean et protégé, et magnesium fuels l'entire process. This isn't about artificially boosting your system avec un stimulant. It's about restoring it, bringing your body back into alignement avec le naturel rythme qu'il a always designed for. Et when you take them together at night, you are parfaitement alignant avec votre body's most powerful innate healthy window. On a scale de 1 à 10, how motivated are you to get your vitality back? Let me know below. Now that you know the science, let's make this incroyably practical. The truth is, the foods you choisis de manger, et spécialement en les soirs, can make these vitamins work even more effectively. Suppléments sont un fantastique tool pour assurer vous obtenez une consistante thérapeutique dose, mais food et information. Food send signaux à votre body telling it how to heal, how to repair and how to turn on the right genetic switches pour longévité et vitalité. So let's start with foods rich en vitamine D3. You'll find the highest concentrations en fatty fish like wild-caught salmon, sardines et makrel. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens are another wonderful natural source. Even incorporant un small serving de ces foods 2 ou 3 fois par semaine can gently and safely boost votre D3 levels. This becomes especially important if you live in a northern climate with less sun exposure, because as we've discussed, your skin's ability to produce D3 from sunlight diminishes significantly with age. What's your favorite way to eat salmon or eggs? Share un simple recipe idea. Next up is vitamin K2. This is the nutrient que most men are chroniquement déficients en, as it's not abundant dans le standard American diet. You won't find significant amounts in typical multivitamins, et il est important de know it is not the same as vitamin K1, which you get from leafy greens like kale and spinach.
K2, spécifiquement le bénéficial MK7 forme, est found dans Fermented Foods. Le plus riche source est un japonais dish collé natto, mais vous pouvez aussi en gagner bons amandes dans certains vieillis chaises like Gouda et Brie, ainsi que sauerkraut et autres fermentés végétaux. Even small regular amounts de ces foods peuvent aider votre body intelligemment diriger calcium away from your arteries and into your bones where it belongs. Adding une spoonful de sauerkraut à votre dîner plat quelques fois par semaine peut calmer et profondément transformer votre long-terme vascular health. Avez-vous déjà trié natto ou sauerkraut? Je suis curieuse de lire vos pensées de thème. Dondez à notre crucial minéral, le magnésium, le catalyste qui met tout le reste possible. Vous pouvez trouver ce calmant minéral en abondance dans dark leafy greens like spinach et Swiss chard. Nuts and seeds, particulièrement amandes, cajou et pumpkin seeds are packed with it. Et ici, some good news pour beaucoup d'entre vous, high quality dark chocolate, on parle 70% cacao ou plus, non le sucré milk chocolate, est un autre pouvoir source. Juste une once de bon dark chocolate peut délivrer un healthy dose de magnésium avec potents polyphénols qui ont été fulés à améliorer circulation en toute seule. Et rappelez-vous, ce que vous ne pas été peut être aussi important. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks and drinks et excessive alcool, tout crée un stade d'inflammation dans le corps qui directement bloque nutriments absorption et contribue au stiffening de votre artère au le temps. So make a conscious choice to eat foods that send votre body un message de calme, un signal qui dit « It's safe to rest and rebuild ». What's your go-to healthy snack? Share it avec la communauté pour ce nouveaux idées. Now that you understand how this entire system works, le science, le timing et la nutrition, let's put two verses together into one simple, powerful nightly ritual. This doesn't require complicated gadgets ou hours de votre temps. It simplement takes une claire, consciente décision pour soutenir votre body dans la vingt de temps qui la nécessite le plus. Hier est l'exact step-by-step process que je partage avec mes patients. Start small, mais avant tout, stay consistant. Approximatement 2 à 3 heures après vous finissez votre evening meal, lorsque votre digestion a de temps de s'éter, takez votre vitamine D3 et vitamine K2 together. Si vous avez, ajoutez ensuite votre magnésium glycinate. Takez-le avec un small glass of water et cette tiny bit of healthy fat we discussed, peut-être quelques amandes ou une spoonful d'olive oil. Then, et ça c'est juste aussi important, step away from your screens. Turn off la télévision, put down the phone et dim les lumières dans votre rhume. Ce simple acte sent un parfait signal à votre cerveau pour bien commencer à produire mélatonine, laissant votre corps savoir que la réparée phase est après à commencer. Type « Done » dans les commentaires si vous pouvez commettre à poser votre phone 30 minutes avant de nuit. Si vous êtes open à cela, take juste 1 minute pour écrire un bon chose qui est arrivé dans votre journée. Ça n'a pas à besoin d'être monumental. Il peut être un warm conversation, un beautiful sunset ou un moment de paix. Ce simple gratitude rituel a été scientifiquement changé pour lower cortisol, votre stress hormone. Lorsque cortisol drop, vos bénéficiaires réparent hormones, like growth hormone, naturellement rise. Votre rythme slow, votre circulation dépine dans les smallest capillaires et vos selles peuvent finalement commencer leur silent, miraculeux work de restaurer les autres œufs. C'est le précis moment où D3 begins optimisant vos hormones, K2 gets to work moving calcium dans vos os pour qu'artères claires et flexibles, et magnésium gentiment calme votre entier nerveux système, guidant vers cette deep restaurative slow wave sleep. Par le temps vous réveillez en matin, vous n'êtes pas juste resté, vous êtes renouvelé. Votre blood flow fait stronger, votre mind feels sharper et votre confiance fait steadier. That is what true health restoration feels like. Il ne come pas from chasing trends ou looking for quick fixes. Il comes from working in harmony with your body, not against it. Please, remerciez cela avant tout autre. Votre body is not broken. Il n'a pas forgotten how to be healthy. Il est simplement attendant les bons signaux, le bon timing et le bon support pour aider son corps naturellement, juste comme il a été désigné à faire. Donc, tonight, before you go to sleep, j'invite à setter votre D3 et K2 sur votre bedside table. Laissez-le comme un visuel rappel, une simple promesse que vous faites à vous-même. Un simple nightly rituel qui whispers à votre corps « Je suis en votre team, je take back my health ». Et si vous faites ça night après night avec gentille consistance, vous aurez les subtils mais profonds changements. Le départ sleep, le smoother mornings, le retour de cette calme intérieure confiance qui fait comme you itself retournant. That's not magic, that's biology, finalement working the way it was always meant to. Thank you so much for joining me today. Je truement hope cette information a bien été encourageante pour vous. Si vous avez fait valeur en notre temps ensemble, please give this video a like, subscribe to Silver Wellness for more content just like this et considérez partager cela à un ami ou familial. Sometimes, one simple piece of knowledge can completely change the direction of someone's health journey. Take wonderful care de votre body, feed it wisely, rest it deeply, et give it les tools it needs to let nature do ce it has always able done best, repair you on the inside out. Now, pour notre finale question de la journée, j'aimerais qu'on crée une wave de positive action together. What is le one small, simple step vous commettez à faire tonight pour honorer votre santé? Share it in the comments below et let's encourager l'un et l'autre sur ce path à renouveler vitalité. C'est Dr. Amelia Hayes rappelant chaque homme qu'il n'est jamais ever trop tard pour sentir strong, vital et très alive à nouveau. Good night et je vous see in the next video.